Hi, Jay here, opening up April's Protocrate. So, first let me say something. Every month it's gotten later and later. Now here it is the end of April and we're getting April's Protocrate. It started out, was at the first of the month and it slid. Which I shouldn't complain, I mean we did get it in April even though it's the very end of April. So, and I got another complaint but I'll get to that in just a second. So let's open it up, shall we? Yes, I did open it up already. So as usual, this month's on top with a separator. I really like that. The loot crates and other ones don't do that, and you've heard me complain. This month it's Stargate, and it's a dual color print. And yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that, but we'll see, okay? So we take our separator out, all right, and let's go through, if I can get my fingers to work, what you get. Let's see, here's our index card. We'll go to that in a minute. D's Maker Speak grand opening, you know, little sheet on it. Another D's Maker printer brochure. A sticker, a paper sticker, like printed on an inkjet for push plastics. A plastic bag with 2 plastic gloves like you get if you got a hair dye kit. A box of black RIT dye. The samples made by D's Maker in miniature, okay, to go with, I guess, this. Now this, the filament, which is a roll of ocean blue PLA from Push Plastics. No desiccant, and as you can see, it's not much of a vacuum seal in this either. Don't know about that, guys. You know, it's been raining for like 12 days straight here. And this was sitting on my porch. And the only other thing in the box was a crushed styrofoam cup with packing stuff. Okay? And here's where it gets a little crazy. So you get your monthly Protocrate, this is what you should build. And it starts talking about Filament, 3D nylon 618 instructions, how to print it, how to dye it the correct way, some of the things you can print and dye and everything. But there's no Filament 618 nylon in here. There's no samples in here. There's no, you know, key ring from Push Plastics with all the stuff. Either my box got gypped or these boxes are getting skimpier and skimpier. February was awesome. You got a box of tools, a palette knife, sanding blocks. Last month you got some you know, fake plants and little things to glue, a glue stick. This month's pretty shitty. Now luckily, because you know I'm a big 3D printer guy, I hauled my own roll of Filament 618, which I just bought. So luckily I have my own nylon. But so I just want to go over what came with this. And like I said, the Protocrate sheet, okay? The Protocrate sheet talks about how to dye it, okay? How to print the Filament 3D nylon. But there's no 3D nylon in there. So so that's the opening. I'll get to some printing and, you know, put it on here, some pictures and put it on here. So, and at the end I'll tell you how the Push Plastics printed. If you saw my last video, you know I sort of ripped on the Plastics 3D, oh, I don't have it close by. But anyway, last month, the first 10-20 meters of it sucked. It was oblong. But after that, the rest of the roll printed great. And then Toy Builder Labs in February, the yellow was awesome, man. That stuff printed great. So I'll let you know how this prints. But so far, on the opening, it's skimpy. It seems like something got left out of the box because it talks about the nylon and it comes with a dye kit for the nylon, but there's no nylon in here. There's no sample ring from Push. I just threw their sticker on the floor. There's no sample ring. There's no nothing. And 50 bucks a pop. You know, when I can get good filament for like $19 a roll, and I'm talking good filament for 19 bucks a roll. So I could have bought 2.5 rolls of plastic for what this cost me. You guys gonna have to step up the game, man, or this is gonna go the way of the loot crate. I'm telling you. I can spend my time doing other things. Okay, so I'll stop it here. I'll put some pictures in, and then I'll put some videos of me printing with this. All right. So ta-da-da-da, switch. Okay, so I'm printing with the Ocean Blue PLA. It looks like it's printing pretty good. I'll get some closer videos in. But something else, the four suggested projects on here: the Diamond Ore, the Left Gray Shark Monochrome, the Catastronaut, and the Working Stargate. Now, the Working Stargate and the Catastronaut are dual color. So that means you have to supply your own or whatever to come up with the color you need. Also, the Catastronaut and the Diamond Ore are mostly black, and as you can see, this is blue. So I would have thought they'd pick something that had a lot more ocean blue in it. The Working Stargate, I guess you can say that center disc is ocean blue, you know, but the rest of it is black or gray, dark gray. And the Left Shark, if you read the comments on the Left Shark Monochrome, it's a crappy print to do. It has like, it says you can't use regular supports, you have to use Mesh Mixer to make custom supports. You know, again guys, if you're wanting people to get your sample roll and do some sample prints with what you suggest, you know, I would pick something that maybe a noob can do, maybe something a medium task guy or a medium guy can do, and maybe something for the heavyweights. But, you know, none of these really were a good project for using this material. So, dun dun dun. I had printed this earlier. Can you see that? Is that in frame? No, it's not. I had printed this earlier, and it's the Titanic, and I did this in several colors. And one thing I never printed was the iceberg it's supposed to hit. So that's what I'm printing with my Ocean Blue, is the iceberg that sits flat and it's all spiky and stuff. I thought that was more appropriate, you know, a model than the 1/6. Maybe the Left Shark, but you look, the Left Shark's a dual color also. It's blue and white, ocean blue and white. So I don't think the model selection was this good this month either. I mean, this stuff doesn't jive, you know. So now I'm gonna do some close-ups of it printing. You know, after I finished printing this, and this is at 200%, you know, that really wasn't a good test. I mean, it printed well, you've seen the pictures, but, you know, it's supposed to be kind of crappy on top because it's an iceberg. So instead, I'm printing some big flowers. This one I'm printing now is about that big. It's about 10 millimeter thick that I'm going to be printing. So I'll cut that and we'll use that as the sample. Plus, you know, it's not fair that I tested the first 10 to 20 meters last time of the roll and it was crappy. And then it turned out the rest of the roll was fine. So, you know, maybe I should run like the first 10 meters to get the roll down a little bit, then do my test run. So that's what I'm going to do now. This ran a little bit of the filament off the roll. So now this is my actual real test run. So Jay, how was this month's Protocrate? Well, you know, I was going to give it a pretty bad rating. I mean, the filament's printed well, I'll talk about that, but, you know, I mean, the box was sort of empty this month, but I've since been in contact with Protocrate via Facebook, and they said, yes, you were missing some things for your box. We're going to send you what you're missing. But that's all they said. They didn't tell me what was missing or anything else. So I'll have to wait and update this video when I get the rest of my box in. So let's just talk about the filament. The filament is from Push Plastics, and it's their Ocean Blue PLA. It printed well. It didn't jam in my craft bot. You know, I mean, this is printed at 0.3 resolution at I don't know, 60 millimeters per second. I think it's just standard. I didn't have any problems with it. It tended to pop a lot. Now again, it's been raining off and on here for a couple weeks. So, and the bag didn't have any desiccant, and it wasn't wrapped very tight. It could be that right there. Or it could have been the way the filament's produced. I don't know, but it did print well, so I'm not going to complain. And there's the iceberg that I printed for my Titanic model. So as it stands now, I have to get a rating of meh, because, you know, there's stuff missing from the box, and I'll update the video once I get it in. But that's it. And again, your mileage may vary. I don't know how to weld on your machine. This is mine. And Protocrate, of course, is a monthly subscription service, in case you're wondering through this whole video what the hell I'm talking about. It's like Loot Crate and Nerd Block. I'm sure you can look those up. They've got lots of people that put up videos. I think I'm the one putting videos up for Protocrate, though. So I might have to post it on their Facebook page. So anyway, this is Jay signing off. And as always, keep on printing.